All right, welcome back to Cosmic Vibes Tarot. I'm your tarot reader, Nagesti, of course. And this reading is for you, Aries. Finally, we got to you. This is my last reading in regards to the April predictions. Aries, I will be pulling some astrology cards for you, of course, under the under the Arc Tarot. And then I also have some sacred symbols for additional messages from your spirit guides. Aries, I want you to sit back, relax, kick back, whatever the case may be, and enjoy this reading. Remember that you're always in a safe space. Also, officially check out for your sun, moon, and rising sign. All signs are up now. And also remember that these are general messages, so take what resonates and leave the rest that doesn't. But with all that being said, Aries, it's now your time. And let's just get right to it. We're going to pull from your astrology and see what's coming towards you in the rest of the month of April, since we are wrapping up, like, let's say, the first week. So let's just get it. Let's see what's coming towards you, Aries. Thank you, Spirit, for all that you do. You are greatly appreciated. What should Aries know? What should they be aware of in the time of April? Thank you. Okay, we have the waning gibbous moon for you. What else do we have, Spirit? We have the 12th house. All right, and then what else is the last thing, Spirit, for Aries? We have the 11th house here. So a lot of eyes are on you, especially when it comes down to communication here. 12th house energy. It's like things are coming to a full circle for you. And with the waning gibbous moon, a lot of things have been revealed to you, and it's now time to embark on new things here. So we're going to read from the book of each card here. We're going to start off with the waning gibbous moon. And we're going to see what this is all about for you, Aries. So let's start with this one here. Waning gibbous moon. Let's see. All right, so for the waning gibbous moon, it's saying as the moon begins to get smaller, you may feel the urge to share recently acquired knowledge with your community here. It's saying reflection doesn't always have to be a solitary act. Communication about your feelings can help prepare you for the upcoming stages. Look at it this way: if someone else's information could help you, wouldn't you want them to share it? You could also be feeling out of the loop or shunned by your community. Being ostracized hurts, and you should share how you feel with those around you. This behavior could be unintentional, so don't write anyone off yet. I think Virgo just got this same card in their predictions for April. So with all that being said, it's time to speak your piece, say what's on your mind, especially if there's certain lessons that you have learned and you can help a certain friend out. Feel free to tell them the truth and let them know how to overcome certain challenges. Also, if things are bothering you, maybe you felt like you've been rubbed off the wrong way here, it's time to speak up and get down to the nitty gritty of things, okay? So you can have a deeper understanding, so you can build better connections here, especially when it comes down to your friends, your families, and your partners. So we're going to pull some extra information on this with the Under the Oak Tarot and see what this is all about for you, Aries. Thank you. Okay, we have Judgment here. So yeah, this definitely may have to deal with outside forces and how you may be feeling that you're being perceived at this current moment. This is like giving me a thought of the Seven of Wands here. You may feel like your back is up against the wall here and you're wondering why everything is always happening to you type of energy here. But Spirit is saying here to, release judgment on yourself, release judgment on others here. There's a lot of things and a lot of hidden knowledge that is being revealed to you at this current time, even if you don't understand it yet, with this judgment being here in reverse. It's like maybe you felt like you are having certain blockages here, but Spirit is saying that there is newness that's coming towards you. You do have the ability to grow certain things within yourself, especially with being fertile at this time with these bunnies here, these two rabbits. Okay, and we have a Two of Wands type of energy with these two candles or these two mushrooms being lit here. You have an inner knowing here, and Spirit is telling you to trust your intuition. It's like you are having the veil removed from you, so certain truths are about to give way. But Spirit is saying, hold on yet. There's still some experiences that you need to learn and work within yourself here before everything is coming to full circle for you. But they have a divine knowing, and they've been planting seeds within you to have the ability to grow. Okay, a lot of self-development here is what I'm seeing for you, Aries. Okay, know that you're protected as well. But like I said, release judgment for yourself and other people here. You're in your own lane and other people are in their lane here. And it's all about a mutual respect here is what I'm getting. All right, so Spirit, can you tell me why judgment is here in reverse? Why is judgment here in reverse for Aries? Okay, we have the Eight of Cups here. So there's certain things that you've began to outgrow, Aries, is what I'm showing here, especially when it comes down to communication here, especially with this blue energy, your emotions here. A lot of things are giving way here, especially when it comes down to your creative side. And Spirit is saying that you know that certain things are no longer serving you, and if it's time for you to spread your wings and fly, now is the time to do it. The sun is trying to break through here. It's shining over this mountain, so maybe you feel like you're being blocked off from certain things here. Even if it comes down to your career, you feel like you're on the outside not knowing what's beyond, but Spirit is saying you have the wings to fly over this mountain here and go into the sun if you would like to. You just need to trust the process here, that as long as you speak your mind and be in tune with your emotions, you'll be able to grow here. As long as you see how these flowers are rising up out of this pool here. Okay, and you see how this swan is stretching out their wings, testing them out. It's like you're unsure if you should leave and certain things like that. But Spirit is saying with the Eight of Cups upright, honey, it's not fulfilling you emotionally here. Usually in the Rider-Waite tarot, when you look at the Eight of Cups, it's usually 8 cups that are broken here. So if something is not fulfilling you emotionally, it's okay to walk away. All right. What else, Spirit? We also have the Nine of Pentacles. So this may have to deal with your finances here as well. But you have a deeper intuition. You know, you have a lot of fire within you. You see beyond the veil here. It's like I said, you're removing the veil. It's like you're coming to certain truths within yourself and with other people here. You have divine protection and knowledge that is surrounding you at this time. A lot of the things that you say are electrifying. So be careful of what you speak into existence here. As you can see here, a lot of things have been revealed here. We have this crescent moon giving into the new moon here. So it's time for you to step out and start a new beginning for yourself here. Stand in your power here. Trust your heart. Trust your intuition. This may have taken some time here, especially with the snail at the bottom of the card. But Spirit is giving way for you to walk away from things that are no longer serving you, especially if you feel like you're boxed in a corner here, or if you feel like caged bird in energy here, like you need to spread your wings and fly and experience new things and travel here is what I'm getting. What else, Spirit? Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? What is it that they're building on to lead to the Ten of Pentacles? We have the Justice card, and it's coming out on the side here. This is like equal give and take here, fairness, especially when it comes down to communication. It's like you're trying to find a middle ground or trying to find peace within yourself. Spirit is urging you to remain grounded at this time, okay? And be also in tune with your emotions again with this energy here, with this statue standing in this pool of water here. Okay, it's like a lot of things are breaking through for you. Maybe you've been having a lot of things that you've been holding back, and now it can't be held no longer. You know, it needs to start flowing out here. So speak your piece here and stand in your power. Stand by your truth of what you have to say here. This is reminding me of the Ace of Swords here. Communication is key here. Also listen and, you know, give each other time to say what needs to be said here. If you are worried about something that has to deal with the courts here, Spirit is saying that, you know, there's some certain knowledge here that you need to take note of. Get a lot of things and paperwork in order here in order for things to work in your favor. You need to stay and remain in your power here, especially when it comes down to your heart. Okay, give way to that. You do have a lot of beauty surrounding you. Okay, so don't let anybody try and take your shine. That's another thing I'm getting here with this Justice card. Why was it on the side, Spirit? Why are they having a battle with fairness right now? What's the battle with the fairness? Thank you. So we have two cards that came out for you. So we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Star here. So this might have to be about your career or money matters at this current time. Maybe you feel like you had missed out on certain opportunities here. But Spirit is saying you need to definitely hone in and listen to your inner knowing here, especially when it comes down to, hyping yourself up, especially when it comes down to your creative side, especially when it comes down to speaking up for yourself. Maybe at the workplace you feel like you're put on a back burner here, but Spirit says you have a divine inner knowing here and you can take the necessary steps to find your inner peace here. Small steps lead to a victory here, and you need to understand that you are the star here. It's time to start uplifting yourself and acknowledging your shadow and your light side, and it's time to do a lot of self-care, especially when it comes down to the mind and the spirit. Okay, it's time to start also healing your inner child here and letting them know that it is safe. Okay, especially with your shadow side too. Maybe shadow work is needed. I did do shadow work videos earlier, a couple of weeks back, so if you want to check that out, that's possible for you. Spirit is saying that you need to start following your heart here. You're being led to do so here. This is Aquarius energy as well, so it's time to start stepping out of your comfort zone and start being a little bit rebellious, especially when it's things that you really truly desire within your career, within your finances as well. Spirit doesn't want you to feel like you missed out on opportunities, because no matter what, as long as you're awake, you're alive, you're breathing, you are able to connect, regroup, and expand. Spirit is telling me at this current time, especially with this 11th house energy here, especially with, connecting with others, and this 12th house energy. A lot of things are coming to full circle here. It's like a lot of karmic ties are being broken here within yourself, and you don't want to repeat certain lessons so you don't have to miss out on life. Spirit is saying be in the present moment. We're not going to be thinking of the past anymore and shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Okay, Spirit is saying, can you tell me what opportunities that they can regroup and regain with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse and a star? Thank you. We have the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. So a lot of back and forth energy with people at a certain point in time. Maybe you've been arguing. Maybe there's been a lot of competition at the workplace, or you felt like you've been put into competition here. But Spirit is saying it's a time for you to compromise. Okay, time to lay the swords down here. You need to remind yourself that you are a very unique individual here. A lot of people may want your attention at this time, and you feel like you're being pulled into this place, into that place, and you're like, I'm not an octopus. I don't have 8 arms to handle every certain thing at this current moment. But you need to understand that what you do, how you stand out, you can't help but you get noticed here. A lot of people want to take action towards you, okay, because of what you carry. But Spirit is saying as long as you follow your heart, you will be held afloat. You see how this I want to say this, obviously, if you look at all the creatures here, we have a rabbit, we have a ram, we have the goat, and you understand that this person is like all these animals in one. So you're multi-talented, multifaceted here. And a lot of people like that about you, but at the same time, certain people may resent that because you carry so many different traits that you can uplift yourself and hold your own here. And you have this inner passion here. But Spirit is saying just stand in your divine power, be comfortable with being not abnormal, but just unique and in general here. You have a lot of knowledge here, and you're very aware of your surroundings, especially with this goat. It has a lot of eyes on its chest. I don't know if you can see that clear enough, but he does have a lot of eyes, so he sees everything here. Okay, so stand in your true power. And then we have the Five of Swords in reverse here. So it's time to stop fighting. Okay, it's time to start compromising. It's time to excuse me about that. That's my little one in the background. But it's time for you to start compromising and start getting things in order here. All right, it's time for you to realize that you need to go through this transformation and become this inner butterfly that you know that you've been a long time here. It's no longer a time for you to feel confined here, especially like with this Eight of Swords energy. It's like this swan was confined, was hidden. You know, you weren't able to express yourself. You weren't able to set yourself free, especially when it comes down to this communication energy here. Maybe you put yourself on the back burner so you can let other people shine here, but Spirit is saying you can't do that anymore. It's not fair to you. Okay, Spirit is saying it's time for you to expand. Okay, so Spirit, can you show me what's the best advice going forward here, especially with this Five of Swords and this Five of Wands energy being here in reverse? Let's see what this is all about here. I mean, especially I'm thinking about, like, with my with my little one screaming dang in here, it may feel like, what, you frustrated, Aries? Like, you going through it here? You just it's like you fed up with something here. Maybe it's like, I feel like you stubbed your toe on something and it's just like, ah, dang it, like, darn it, like, not again, like, I'm sick of this. So let's see what can help you out of the situation. What could help Aries right now to learn how to compromise with this Five of Wands in reverse and this Five of Swords? What should they be doing, Spirit? Thank you. Let's see what this card is. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse here. It's like you have a truth that needs to be told here, Aries. Maybe there's certain things that you feel like you're blocked off. You're blocked off from expressing yourself here. You know, you felt like maybe there was some deceptiveness. Maybe you felt like there were lies, or maybe you felt like people were telling lies on you or certain things like that. And you have an inner knowledge and inner truth that you want to reveal here. And Spirit is saying, go ahead and speak your piece here. You're no longer trapped. Maybe you need to be honest with yourself and with people around you to say how you feel so you can actually move on. All right. Spirit is saying, speak your truth when it comes down to this, especially with the waning gibbous moon. It was saying, if you feel like you're being rubbed off the wrong way, it's okay to address these things. If you have an inner knowledge about something here, Spirit is saying for you to speak your piece. But it's okay for you to do these things, Aries. It's okay to speak your truth, regardless. You know, you may be worried about how other people feel, but honesty is the best policy, right? That's what they always say. So we're going to pull on your 12th house energy here, Aries. Let's see what's coming towards you in the 12th house. We're going to read about the 12th house first and see what this is all about for you. And it's saying with the 12th house, if you're in a period of crisis or self-doubt, know there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. Allowing yourself to work through trauma and mental health struggles is the best gift you will ever give yourself. Asking for help is often the hardest step, but we owe it to yourself to try. If someone close to you is going through a hard time and you aren't sure how to help them, just ask. Sometimes a quick "how are you?" or "what can I do to help?" is exactly what they need to hear. Do your best not to be judgmental or suggest ways they can improve their situation unless you know they want their input. So either way, if you are the person that's looking to do some self-care and heal, especially when it comes down to your mental health, especially when it comes down to your spirituality here, now is the time to do so. Now is the time to start doing your shadow work here. I'll mention it again in some other videos I have. It was about shadow work. If you want to go and take a look back into your shadow work energy, go back into my videos and see what needs to be released within yourself. But like I said, the truth will set you free. If something is hurting you, speak your piece. And it's okay to check on others too. If you're not the person that's going through it and you know a friend, a family, or a partner that's going through a hard time, instead of being judgmental on them, just ask simply, what can I do? You know, how are you? Is everything okay? And if they want to shut you out, at least you tried and you did what you needed to do, and then you need to focus on you. But if they do want to open up to you, just be a good listener at this current time. We have your keywords as karma, private secrets, hideaways, crisis, depression, and illusion. It's time to start pulling yourself out of this. Once again, I mean, especially looking looking at your cards here, with the Eight of Cups here, energy is like you need to start setting yourself free, especially if you felt wronged by certain things here. It's time for you to spread your wings and fly. You have an inner knowing. You're working hard on yourself. You're trying to heal. You're trying to see through the veil here. You're removing it, understanding certain truths within yourself. You have the divine power here. You're seeing. Your third eye is open here. Okay? And it's like you're asking for justice. You're asking for good karma, good favor here. You're trying to be of the high morale here. And you're learning how to compromise. And you're learning how that you're following the beat of your own drum. You're not in competition with anybody here, especially when it comes down to certain opportunities here, and realizing how powerful you truly are. You need to understand that you are the star. You can be rebellious. You can stand up for yourself, Aries. Okay, so we're going to pull on this 12th house energy for you and see what this is all about. Thank you, Spirit. What comes with this 12th house energy? Thank you. So we have the Six of Pentacles, and this is all about equal give and take here, especially if things are getting too hard for you when it comes down to communication here, especially when it comes down to trusting your intuition. It's time for you to start grounding yourself, especially with this red energy in the background here. It's like you're getting ready to start to taking the initial steps, especially when things are beginning to be too heavy on you. It's time to start connecting with your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels here, and speak it into existence, because you can't see what's going on. You don't really understand why things are happening the way it is, but Spirit is going to give you exactly what you need here. Okay, it's like a time to start to surrender here and be open to receiving help from Spirit, and also support from your loved ones as well. Definitely they're trying to get your attention. As you can see, this mouse is tugging on this young girl's dress here and saying, you know, you may not see it yet because once again she's veiled here, but you're going to receive the help that's needed. And look at the card here. The rabbit is holding the scales, and what came out for you before on the side was the Justice card. So you will see things play out for you in this month of April, what you're truly meant to do, what truly needs to be left behind for you. Okay, Aries? So, and especially if you look at the leaves here, it's a lot of deadness, endings, okay, as well. It's like certain things have already begun to die out now. So it's time to walk away and start taking another step forward into a different path here. It's time to walk up and be one with Spirit, okay? They want to hear what you got to say, okay? This also could be, maybe you're in the need of support. You may have the opportunity to receive a gift from somebody here if you open your mouth. Don't be afraid, okay? I know Aries is that go-getter, that masculine energy, that divine power, you know, but Spirit is saying don't let pride get the best of you. If you do need help, and if you know somebody could help you out here, even doesn't even have to be with finances, but words of wisdom, it's okay to talk to other people, okay, along with Spirit, the people that you trust knowingly. You know that they're not going to shun you or judge you or hold something over your head. It's okay to speak about your emotions and what you're going through, okay? You can't just keep everything bottled up inside, Aries, because you are Aries, okay? You have a lot of passion within you, and sometimes when it's angry or sadness or resentment, all that builds up, and then you're like a volcano. You erupt and everything goes into destruction. So before it gets there, it's time to give way and surrender to Spirit, and surrender to people who can actually be there for you and love you for who you are, good and bad, Aries, okay? What else, Spirit? What else do they need to know with this energy here? We have the Ten of Swords here. Yeah, you're actually really going through it, Aries, here. It says give it to Spirit. Trust that you will overcome these certain challenges here with this Ten of Swords. It's like you're coming to an understanding here that things do need to give way with this Ten of Swords energy here. You already had an inner knowing, and you had the courage to do this. You had the courage to to give birth to something new here. You're bound to have some type of good luck here. It's like written within you here that you need to shift your energy and start a new path. You're encouraged to do so. You have a divine inner knowing. Once again, your third eye is open. This has to deal with your thoughts, your communication, your heart here, okay, your emotions here. Know that you are protected. Know that you're going through a transformation here. You're uplifting yourself. You're standing on your own 2 feet. This girl removed the veil on her own here. So stand in your power here. As you're going through this process, yes, you've may been hurt. Yes, you may feel betrayed. Yes, you may feel like the world is against you, but you are not alone. Okay, you have people here to give you the support needed. All right, maybe you felt like the people who should have been there are not there now. They're not there for a reason. That's why Spirit cut them out of your lives. That's why you're being urged to leave a certain situation, because you know better for yourself now, because the truth has already been revealed. Okay, what else, Spirit? We have the Fool card in reverse. All right, so you're having a hard time also having a leap of faith, trusting that you can start anew, have a new beginning here, but Spirit is saying for you to trust the process. We also have a solar eclipse in the background. Okay, so a lot of things have happened or occurred within the last month or in the past year, okay? Certain things that you kept trying to fight and tried to uplift, and it's like, you know, you're tired. I feel tired. I feel like I got pain in my knees and things like that right now. Like Aries, you've been walking some type of long ass path and you've been trying to keep it together here. And it's like, damn it, I can't do it no more. And Spirit is saying, okay, so if you can't do it anymore, you need to trust the process, that you do deserve your flowers here, and you need to take a leap of faith. Granted, you may feel cautious about doing this, especially like I said, your emotions are at play and your communication, saying things into existence, speaking on what you want, but you have to trust that you must remain grounded and know that Spirit is surrounding you to have this new beginning. Okay, the Fool is the very first card out of the deck here. Don't be afraid to step into a new process, even though you're not sure where it's going to lead you. I tell you what, it's better than where you are right now. You may feel like you're at the rock bottom, maybe not, but if you do, you can only go up from here. But you have to have the faith within yourself to do this. Okay, so trust this process here with this Fool card being in reverse here. Okay, maybe you feel so hurt and betrayed by certain people, places, and things. Maybe you didn't get that job promotion. Maybe you didn't get that raise. Maybe that relationship, it didn't work out, or whatever the case may be. But Spirit is saying there's a new beginning for you. You can have it if you choose to take it. It's up to you now. All right, what else, Spirit? We have the Devil in reverse. This is you releasing toxic people, places, and things, like we were just talking about, like we had with this 8 of Cups energy with that swan. Where is it? I'll leave this up in the forefront here, because you really need to understand that the Spirit is urging you to walk away, leave certain things that keep leaving you in a dead-end circle here. We're not repeating the definition of insanity. You don't need to keep hitting your head up against a brick wall here, or make yourself suffer. Okay, Spirit is saying here, release this energy. You are not bound to anybody. You are your own purpose. Like my divine energy oracle says, and it's popping up in my head, live your soul, not a role. Okay? Maybe you're so used to playing a role in somebody's life and you forgot who the hell you are. You are your own person here, okay? And Spirit is saying to release the energy of feeling bound to people, places, and things, okay? Also, if you're feeling overworked, you're feeling overtired, you feel like you had, like when you wake up in the morning and you had an 8-hour sleep, sometimes you may feel like you didn't even sleep at all. It's time for you to freaking rest, Aries. I know who you are. You're a go-getter. Go, 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 go. Take charge. Be leader. Do this. Do that. Help here. Be there. Give here. But Spirit is saying you need a break. You need to surrender. You need to sit still. You need to relax. That type of energy is what I'm getting for you, Aries. What else? Here we go, Six of Cups. A lot of things that have to deal with the past, especially when it comes down to your inner child here. You know, maybe there's a certain reason why you keep going with certain things and certain people, places, or whatever here is because you're not healing your inner child. And they need to be acknowledged here. This has been taking some time for you, especially with this tortoise being here. And the tortoise is trying to give you your flowers here. It may feel like it's been a long slog for you here, but it's time to start tapping into your creative side. Start making a new life for yourself. Okay, balance certain things within your life. Time management is key. If this is not a relationship and you're feeling like this is just work and finances here, you need to learn how to balance work and play here. Okay, be divinely guided. All right, and don't be upset if things are not happening right away. Everything is a process. You're meant to learn certain things here. All right, but trust that you will receive the flowers that is owed to you. Okay, as you look at the Six of Cups energy here, you see how this tortoise is trying to give her a flower. You see how she's in an orange dress. This is your sacral energy here. Okay, this is divinity here. Okay, divine feminine power here. Okay, you need to nurture yourself, nurture this inner child. Okay, you need to heal it. Okay, childhood may have been rough for you at a point in time here, and you might be nostalgic, trying to remember the happy moments, trying to remember the happy moments of, you know, the toxicity that's been going on in the relationship, trying to salvage something. Well, this happened and this made me happy, but you need to do your pros and cons of all the good and all the bad. What outweighs the most? Cut the ties if necessary here. What else, Spirit? We also have the Page of Pentacles. Time to start anew. Build anew here. Give way. Embrace your inner star power. Time to receive your inner light here. Trust the process again with your sacral chakra. Trust with grounding energy. Trust with your communication. Trust that you can express yourself. Listen to spirit here. Okay, a lot of things have been dying out for you. It's time to make way for new. Okay, there's certain things that your inner child is asking for you to start taking action on. Things that you've put on a back burner. Maybe your inner child had dreams and aspirations that you've been holding for so long within you. And because you've been living yourself through other people here, trying to be like I said, live your soul, not a role. You're playing a role in all these other people's life. You're forgetting to do something for yourself. And Spirit is saying, enough with that. Okay, Eight of Cups that, Six of Swords that, Eight of Swords in reverse that. It's time to set yourself free and time to start planning and expanding. Okay, time to start planting your seeds and watering your garden, and time to start building it. Okay, if you build it, they will come. Feel the dreams type of energy here is what I'm getting for you. All right, but you can definitely start anew again. All right, mind you, we just had the spring equinox here. This is all about manifestation. This is all about setting your intentions here of what you truly desire. Okay, Aries, so that's what's for you. We have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's really time for you to get things in order, get your paperwork, your documents. If you're going to school, it's time to start getting more focused. It's time to start being honest and saying what is on your mind, okay? Because you are meant to be heard and understood and not just pushed in a back corner, all right? We're going to look at your 11th house energy here. Let me move these cards out of the way. Thank you, Spirit. And we'll get back to that later with your sacred symbols, but let's look at your 11th house energy as well. Okay, so the 11th house, it says big plans and unconventional dreams. What were we just talking about with this Page of Pentacles? It says, are this card's wheelhouse. Anything you come up with right now can easily become a reality with a bit of thinking outside the box. It says the 11th house is where the greatest ideas are born. As long as you don't let society impose its narrow viewpoint on your creative process. It says figuring out your place in the world can be a scary thing, but it should also be fun. There's so much to discover out there. Treat every person you meet like a potential friend, and you may be surprised about what you discover. So, key words: rebellion, social, friendship, invention, potential here. We were just discussing this with your Page of Pentacles and your Six of Cups energy here. Okay, we were just talking about that, and this is just reiterating itself here. It's time to start anew. It's time to have new beginnings. It's time for you to start making new friends here, okay? Maybe you're tired of your social group. Maybe you're tired of the people that you're surrounding yourself with, and you're humdrum, and you're like, this is just not who the hell I am. I don't resonate with these people anymore. I don't resonate with what my family's beliefs are. It's okay to rebel and be on your own and stand out and be your own individual self. Get comfortable of being in your own skin here and having a thought for yourself. Okay, don't let other people's opinions and directions rule you. You're freaking Aries. Okay, nobody rules Aries but themselves here. Ain't nobody gonna tell what Aries to do. All right, so you need to man up, woman up, and start taking charge of your life. Okay, and start anew. Start with an idea. It starts with one simple idea. What makes you feel emotionally fulfilled? What makes you happy? What is something that you would like to try? It doesn't have to be something crazy like, oh my God, now I need to become an engineer. It doesn't have to be something so trivial like that, but hell, if you're an artist, if you love creating, start buying your art supplies. Start somewhere. Start a hobby, something that relieves the stress that you go through, okay? Maybe you do have to stick with your 9 to 5 to upkeep the bills and things like that. That doesn't stop you from researching other jobs. That doesn't stop you from creating a side hustle, a side business in the creative endeavors that you have. You have a spark within you, okay? And you're meant to ignite it and let it shine. Let that spark shine. It's time to start building and going outside your social group. Start making new friends, okay? Like-minded people. Start surrounding yourself with that, okay? You'll never know unless you try. Get to networking here. If it's just about your career, you never know unless you start talking. Get yourself out there. It's not a time for you to be an introvert and start being in the room and not socializing, turning off the lights, putting in your headphones, laying on the back of the bed and just staring at the ceiling like, this is my life, this is all that it's meant to be and all that it shall. No, 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 Aries, that's not what it's supposed to be, okay? It's time for you to wake up, shake up, and let's go, all right? So we're going to pull on this 11th house energy for you. We're going to see what this is all about. Thank you, Spirit, for your time and your space. What is the 11th house for Aries? 5 of Pentacles. All right, so maybe you feel like you're at a loss. Maybe you feel like right now your finances are down here, but you need to understand that you're never at a loss, because if you actually go out there and start connecting with others, you'll be able to build again. As you can see, she's not by herself. There's a whole team of people here building here. The 5 is leading to the 6 here, because as you can see, they're building another pentacle, the 6 of Pentacles. And what was that about? Because you had the 6 of Pentacles come out for you. Here it is, giving way to Spirit, and they will help give you what you need here. Okay? You will have what you need. You need to get out of a lack mentality and say, this is all that it's ever going to be, because no, the hell it is not. Okay, once again, creativity is key for you. Okay, honoring your mind and your body is key for you. Stop over stressing. Think about what you want to take action on, not just taking action on mundane things here. Okay, it's time for you to get grounded, get connected, and start listening to spirit. It's time to start honing in onto your inner knowledge with this snake here on the ground. All right. It's telling you that it could lead to success here if you keep building on yourself. Start wearing some amethyst as well with this amethyst in the background, okay? It can bring up calming and peaceful energy here, especially with this purple energy with the 11th house here. You're intuitively guided to do so, okay? You don't have to be stuck at where you are. Like I said, we release a lack set mentality. It's time to know our worth and our value. Okay, Aries, you're no longer settling for less. Do you understand me? What else? Here we go. And this is the Two of Cups. If this has to do with relationships here, if things are not seeing eye to eye and you feel wary about having connections here, you need to trust the process. If you need to give way, give to spirit here and know that you are protected. I ask that you look up the meaning of the stag when it comes down to your spirit animals here. It's trying to guide you, because this is the second time I'm seeing the stag. I think we had the stag earlier come out when it had the Judgment card. Yeah. Did you have the Judgment card? Let's see here. Yes, you did. Here it is here, watching over you. You don't see it yet, but they are. Here, the stag is in this card here, but you're still veiled. I don't know if you can see it up close, but you are. Okay? You need to remain in stillness right now. Okay? You need to give way and honor yourself. Honor your mentality. Honor that it's okay to feel. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be upset. But it's not for you to remain and linger in these type of emotions here, especially when it comes down to divine connection. It's time to balance out yourself, is what Spirit is saying here. They're trying to shine an inner light with you. Again, this little girl here is wearing a yellow dress. So creativity is important to you at this time. Your creative side, you doing something that makes you feel happy, okay? So you might feel like, well, I'm no artist. I'm not this and I'm not that here. It doesn't have to be, you drawing and things like that. But even down to writing, journaling, your thoughts, that can bring you a lot of peace here. Okay. Just sitting out in nature. Take photos of things that excite you. Okay. Let the camera speak through you. You understand what I'm saying here? But you need to give way to this type of energy here and trust the process, that you are deserving of having good connections and good people to have your back here. Maybe you're scared to do this because you don't want to get hurt again, or you don't want to go through the same process. But listen, you're already at the Ten of Swords, so obviously you learned a lot of lessons to why you got there. You know how to avoid things. You know how to avoid red flags now, Aries. You need to listen to that type of energy. What else, Spirit? We also have the Four of Swords. Like I was saying before, if you are a person that's doing this 9 to 5 on top of extra hours, so working many overnights and things like that, this is a time for you to get some rest here. You need to lay down and relax, okay? Give way to the winter. Be in stillness. Okay, Spirit is saying they're guiding you. Maybe you're scared that you're going to be trapped or something like that, but Spirit is going to guide you a pathway to overcome here. You need to go through this process here and get a deeper understanding. Maybe you've been up late at night overthinking here. Spirit is saying it's time for you to ease your mind. Maybe it's like you've been arguing so much. Spirit is saying you need to hone in and channel that anger, channel those emotions into something that brings you some type of calmness. Hell, if you're Aries, you need to go to the damn gym and work it out. Take a kickboxing class, take a Pilates class. I don't care. Work that aggression out of you, okay? Fighting, bickering, and arguing is not going to get you anywhere, but it's just going to make you, like I said, constantly hit that brick wall type of energy here. Okay, so instead of doing that, learn how to channel that anger into something more soothing for yourself so you don't feel like you have your back up against the wall all the time. Like I said, it's time for certain closures within your life. What else, Spirit? Here we go, the Three of Cups in reverse here. So if the Three of Cups is here, especially when it comes down to people here, maybe you feel like there was a betrayal here of some sort. Maybe you feel like there was outside forces intervening with your relationship, or your friendships are out of whack here. Spirit is saying you are deserving of some peace and prosperity here, especially when it comes down to the matters of the heart, especially when it comes down to with that Ten of Swords energy that we had earlier here. It's okay to walk away from toxic people, places, and things that have hurt you. You don't have to always accept negative people into your life. If you have a friend that you know deep down inside don't seem like a real friend, you need to let their ass go. If you have a partner and they've done you wrong, they've done you dirty, they may have stepped outside of the relationship, it's time to let their ass go here. Okay, you need to trust your intuition. Why is the Three of Cups here, Spirit? Thank you. And this is landing on top of the Page of Pentacles. It's the Four of Cups here. And this is reminding me of pride here. Okay, maybe you want to start this new beginning. Maybe you want to take certain people with you, but Spirit is trying to give an opportunity for you here. We have two bluebirds here in the background. Maybe if it's not your partner, maybe it's your damn friend group that keeps intervening here with you and your partner here, and you trying to get an opportunity. Spirit is trying to give you guys some flowers, or just give you your flowers here, but you don't see the process here. But you need to remain grounded. It looks like she's sitting by a tombstone here. What is gone is gone. It's in the past. Okay? You need to understand that. You know? I keep referencing Lion King, but I don't remember it word for word, but there's a scene in the movie of the Lion King where, you know, Simba comes back to the Pride Lands and he's looking in the lake or whatever, and then Rafiki comes over and he hits him over the head, and he's like, it doesn't matter. Whatever was done, it was in the past now. What are you going to do? That type of energy here. Let that stuff die the hell out. Receive the flowers. Once again, you have a lot of orange energy here. Time to start getting creative. Time to start honoring yourself and give way to the sun. The sun is trying to shine on you. Okay, a lot again with your emotions here. You have an acorn here. There's some seed that you need to plant when it comes down to speaking your piece and standing up for yourself and what's right and what you truly deserve. Okay, you deserve better connections here. The cups is empty. Okay, stop focusing on things that are no longer successful for you. What else, Spirit? We also have the World card. You're meant to travel. You're meant to get noticed here. You're meant to attract people. You're meant to take action. You're meant to go on this shift. Once again, the girl is in the yellow dress. Creativity is key for you. You need an outlet to release the stress, okay? And you need to, like I said, a workout plan. Go for a walk. Take a boxing class. If you're artistic, you need to start creating. Start drawing. Start taking photography classes. Start painting, a pottery, crocheting, whatever the hell it is. If you need to start video vlogging and things like that, whatever type of outlet, a cooking class, learn how to bake, damn it. I don't care. Whatever it is, do something that makes you smile, makes you blush, makes you stand in your power, because it's like you are surrounding yourself with draining ass people that don't belong there anymore. Okay? Sorry, not sorry, but cut the freaking tie, Aries. Enough is enough. It's time for you to grasp the reality that you are your own person. All right? That's what it all breaks down to. You are your own individual. Okay? At the end of the day, the world lands on you. At the end of the day, you are about to build something for you. You start anew here. At the end of the day, you are the person that remains in your power here. At the end of the day, you have a lot of truths that need to be revealed. At the end of the day, you need to learn how to compromise and be comfortable about standing out. Realize that you didn't miss opportunities here. You're about to gain them because you know you are the star. Justice is on your side, even though you may feel like it's not. I'm actually going to pull a self-care card. I didn't do this for other readers, but I feel like you need one. And then I'll pull from the Divine Energy Oracle. As soon as I opened the deck, the first card that came out was freaking peace. Time to remove the mask, okay? It's time for you to have peace in your life. But let's see what's coming towards you with some self-care. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we have priorities. All right, so it's time to start focusing on priorities. What is important for you? What deadlines need to be met? Okay, we're no longer putting things in the back burner that could help set us free or further and help us create and do what we need to do. Priorities is what matters to you, your priorities, not anybody else's but you. And it's saying the quality of your life is determined by how you spend your time. Make sure your schedule reflects the life that you want. Okay, so do things that are important towards you, that help make you grow. What else, Spirit? What else does Aries need to know? Okay, we have surprises here. It says release your expectation and be open to surprises. Release your expectation. Stop thinking that you're not deserving here and be open to receiving, because you know what? You never know what you're going to get. This is like a surprise with this Page of Pentacles energy here. You're about to receive some type of gift here, some type of relief here. Okay, it's all about your intentions, what you're trying to manifest here. Okay, security. But look at what's the security. Look at the words here. It says time, space, energy, personal power, and love. These are the things that you need to make a priority. Time, space, energy, personal power, and love. Love for your freaking self. Self-love, Aries. I'm going to pull sacred symbols for you and see what this is all about, what you need to know at this current time. Of course, I'll pull a career card for you as well. But let's just get to it for you, Aries. Give me 1 second. Let me put this away here. Thank you, Spirit, for those self-care cards. But what does Aries need to know in regards to the waning gibbous moon here? Thank you, Spirit. What does Aries need to know? Power. Power, power, power. You have your own inner power. 4 and 6 is 10. What is number 10 equal? The number 1. What is number 1? Leadership. Me, myself, and I is all I got in the end, is what I found out. And there ain't no need to cry. That type of energy here. You got your own back. And guess what? Spirit has your back. I got your back. You are not alone here. Okay, stand and claim your power. I want you, when you wake up, before you go to sleep, before you go to work, you say, I claim all my energy and my power back. Okay, that's what we're saying to ourselves here. It's time to start stepping into your power. Hell, I'll even read it from the book for you. And this is number 46, so, you know, I just want you to understand. It says power, and I want you to really look at this, okay? It says you are powerful, you are worthy, you are silver, and it's time to remember your worth. Drawing this card invites you to take your place in the starring role of your life. There's no need to play small here. You are being granted permission to display your strength for all to see at this time. Okay, it does no service for you to hide your gifts. It says drawing this card can also indicate that it is time for you to call your power back from any situation where it may have been taken or given away. At the bottom of the deck, I mean, it says here the crown of Isis and sometimes the crown of Hathor is made up of the sun disk cradle and the cow's horn. The sun and the cow were both worshipped in ancient Egypt as symbols from the different but equal powers of the feminine and masculine. It's time to balance them out. Like I was just saying, I want you to say, I claim all my energy and my power back. You cannot take from me no more. Do you understand me? It is okay to say freaking no to these people here. And if they feel some type of way, screw them. Like I said, it's about you, Aries. It's about you. Ground yourself. You better start grounding. I'm not playing with you, Aries. You are a powerful being, and it's still your damn season, so time to claim all that energy back. Let's see what this 12th house is about. Thank you, Spirit. What is the 12th house sacred symbol? The truth. The truth shall set you free. And that's what we've been talking about all throughout your reading. It's about you speaking your mind, speaking into existence, saying what you need to say, letting your emotions flow in a healthy way here. Okay? Living your soul, not a role type of energy here. Communication, messaging here. Not hiding who you are. Not, you know, putting your truths on the back burner so other people can thrive. No, we're not doing that. It says a great truth will come to light, a secret will be revealed. Your feelings regarding the situation you're asking about are true. Stand by your personal truth. No matter what, you will be rewarded. This is the time to let your authentic self shine. You have much to express. Your voice is needed. Meditate on this when you want more authenticity in your life, or you want to clear it, or if you want clarity regarding a person or a situation. Okay? It's saying the ostrich feather is the Egyptian symbol for the truth. At this time of death, the goddess Mat would weigh the heart of the deceased against the weight of the feather to see whether the person had lived a just life. So you need to stand in your truth. You need to be authentic of who you are. And like I said and before with this reading here, if you have your gut feeling on something here, believe the truth within yourself, because it's probably right. Okay? That's what it's telling you. And then we also have the 11th house here. So let's see what this is about for you. Thank you, Spirit. We have affluence here. Now you need to understand with this 11th house, this was telling you about taking on new beginnings. This was telling you to start connecting with other people here. This was saying that you needed to rest, that you needed to start taking opportunities here, releasing these negative and toxic ass people in your damn life here, and getting out of this lack set mentality. You know why? Because you have abundance surrounding you, a new opportunity for growth here. Good luck, good favor is on your side. So here we are with affluence. It says wealth in all forms is available to you now. You are rich on all accounts. It says drawing this card invites you to feel the abundant flow of having all that you need on the material and spiritual plane. If you are inquiring about a situation or a relationship, this certainly indicates that there is much to be experienced here. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You are being provided for and rewarded at this time. It says this is a symbol of the Hindu Tantra, which is based on the Hindu philosophy of the sheiks. So you're about to, let me tell you something. You got to let all these people go who are draining you, because Spirit is not going to give you what you need unless these people are gone, because they don't want you siphoning off your power. If they ain't put in the work, they don't deserve it. You understand me? That's what's blocking you. You are surrounded by a whole bunch of abundance, spiritual gifts, things in your favor here, but certain things got to go first. And you need to stand in your power, claim that shit, and freaking and move on. Be authentic here. And I'm telling you, as soon as you start doing this, Aries, you about to have this new beginning. You about to take off. So do a cord cutting, binding. I don't care what it is. Talk to your ancestors. Ask them to help you reveal the truth that needs to be told. Ask them to freaking, protect you from these energies that keep draining you. Like I said, when you wake up in the morning, you claim all your energy and your power back, because you have abundance on the way. You have success on the way to you. You sure as hell do. But the ties need to be cut here. Stand in your power and claim the pentacles that belong to you, that you've been working so hard on, that you deserve for the world to see you. You deserve to travel. You deserve to be creative. You deserve your inner light here. We are no longer putting ourselves in the back burner no more. I'm going to pull a career card for you, Aries. Thank you, Spirit. What is it that Aries needs to know within their career? Good luck. Point blank simple. It says your fortune is improving. You will get a lucky break soon. Collect nuggets of wisdom. Hey, that's why I'm here. And you will need them in the near future. Your card beforehand was affluence. This is double confirmation that you have some good luck coming towards you, some abundance, some type of success, something here. Okay, that's going to make your heart sing. Double green energy here. So get prepared for it. But like I said, cut the ties that need to be give way here so you can have this. What is a mindful oracle card for Aries? And then I'll close this reading out. Thank you, Spirit. Here we go. It says align. It says you're being asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy to do so. Trust there is so much to be learned by being here. Pushing against what is will only makes things harder on you. Align, surrender. Mind you, we used that word earlier before when it was down to the Six of Pentacles. And trust this process. Trust this reading. Trust what I'm trying to tell you here, because it's going to lead you and build you into a better, stronger, powerful human being. Okay? Step into your sovereignty, Aries. You got this. No matter what, you are a warrior. Okay, so this is your message. I hope that you like it. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification button. Thank you for hanging out with me in this time. And like I said, Aries, you are really, truly who you say you are. All right, but not everybody deserves what you got going on. Okay, you're, as much as people try to say that Aries is a tough individual, like, when you look at the Aries out of the fire signs, they give off that earth-like mentality, earth sign, very stoic, very stable in a sense here, very serious type of energy here. But Spirit is saying, it's time to get grounded. Okay, not everybody is welcome in your energy. Your energy is very sacred. You understand me, Aries? So it's time to regroup and align with Spirit, okay? And with people who uplift you. It's time to surround yourself with high vibrational people, so you can get in alignment here. If they can't get on the train, they're gonna miss it. But you ain't. I love you, Aries. Take care. Bye.